Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. And if this is your first time here, you are welcome. This is a channel where we discuss trading psychology, risk management, discipline, and the principles that are required to build a lasting trading career. And if you are interested in learning how to approach trading as a business rather than a gamble, consider subscribing to the channel because that's exactly what we discuss here. Now let's get into today's topic. One of the greatest challenges that traders are facing is knowing when to improve their trading plan and when to leave it alone. As traders continue to gain experience, they naturally notice potential improvements. Maybe you think, I should add another confirmation. I should move my stop loss differently. I should use a different time frame. I should avoid certain news events, or I should adjust my profit targets. These thoughts are normal. In fact, they are a sign that you are actively reviewing your trading process. The problem is not about having the ideas. The problem is acting on every idea immediately. Today, I want to share a simple habit that can protect you from emotional decision making and endless strategy hopping. And that habit is building a list of ideas pending validation. If you are serious about improvement as a trader, you will constantly discover new ideas. You will notice things in your trading journal. You will learn something from another trader. You will watch a video. You will read a book, or you spot a pattern during your review process, and suddenly you think this could improve my trading. Sometimes it actually can, but sometimes it can't. The challenge is that at the moment the idea appears, you usually don't have enough evidence to know which is true. Most struggling traders handle new ideas the same way. And that is, the moment they discover something interesting, they immediately change their trading plan. They don't test it, they don't gather data, they don't evaluate its impact, they simply make the change. A few trades later, they discover another idea, then another idea, then another. Nothing remains stable enough to evaluate properly. As a result, they never truly know what is working and what is not. Professional traders approach new ideas differently. Instead of immediately changing their system, they record the idea, and that is it. They write it down, they save it, they acknowledge it, but they do not immediately implement it. This creates a separation between curiosity and execution. The idea is not lost, but it is also not disrupting the current execution process. This simple habit can drastically improve decision making. The list itself does not need to be complicated. It can simply be a section in your journal, and inside that section of your journal, you can simply write ideas pending validation. Then under that section, write down any new ideas that comes to your mind as you execute your current plan. For example, ideas pending validation. Then under it you write, add another confirmation before entry, test a wider stop, avoid trading during major news release, compare the 15 minutes time frame against the 5 minutes time frame, or experiment with different target placement, and that is it. No immediate changing, no emotional reaction, just documentation. Think of it as a parking lot for future ideas. A quick note before we continue. Before we continue, I would like to briefly address something. Some viewers may feel like I sound as though I am reading from a script, and honestly, that's because I am. I intentionally write these videos beforehand because I want to be composed, organized, and clear with what I'm sharing. Because there have been many times when I wanted to discuss an important concept and later realized I forgot to mention something valuable. So writing a script helps me to communicate the complete idea without leaving out important details. So if I occasionally sound scripted, that is simply because I want the content to be as useful and structured as possible. My goal is not to sound perfect. My goal is to help serious traders learn concepts that can positively impact their trading career. Now let's continue. Struggling traders get excited about a new idea and immediately abandon their current process. But instead of that approach, finish your intended batch of trades first. Whether your review cycle is 10 trades, 15 trades or 20 trades, complete the batch of trades first. Continue executing your current plan. Only after the review cycle should you consider potential changes. This protects the integrity of your data. After completing your batch of trades and reviewing the result, ask yourself, do I have enough evidence to justify this change? Not, do I like this idea? Not, does this idea sound smart? And certainly not, did someone successful recommend it? The real question is, do I have enough evidence to justify this change? Evidence is what separates professional improvement from emotional reaction. Let's get into why this habit works. An idea pending validation list creates several benefits. First, it reduces emotional decision making. Second, it prevents strategy hopping. Third, it allows proper evaluation. Fourth, it helps you remain consistent during your testing period. And finally, it ensures that changes are based on evidence rather than excitement. Many traders believe discipline only applies to taking trades. In reality, discipline also applies to making changes. One of the biggest misconceptions in trading is that success comes from finding a completely new strategy. More often, success comes from making small improvements to an already functioning process. A slightly better entry, a slightly better risk management rule, and a slightly better execution habit. These improvements compound over time, but they can only be identified when your process remains stable long enough to evaluate. If you remember one lesson from today's video, let it be this: do not immediately change your trading plan every time a new idea appears. Instead, write the idea down. Place it in an idea pending validation list. Complete your batch of trades. Review your results. Then ask, do I have enough evidence to justify this change? If the answer is no, leave the idea on the list, because consistency is built through evidence-based improvement, not emotional reaction. And one of the simplest ways to protect yourself from strategy hopping is to create a system for handling new ideas. If you found this video valuable and would like to have a structured roadmap that is covering trading psychology, risk management, discipline, probability, journaling, and professional trading development, check out my book, The Professional Trader's Blueprint. You will find the link in the description below. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to the channel for more content that is focused on trading psychology, risk management, and treating trading as a business. And I would also like to hear from you. Do you currently have an ideas pending validation list, or do you tend to change your trading plan immediately when a new idea appears? Let me know in the comments. Until next time, trading is a business. Treat it as such.